In my opinion, people that get stuck at a certain place of life, not even realizing that the very thing they refuse to let go of can help them walk on a path more.
Okay,
that makes sense.
I see. Yeah. Because there's some people, and I get it because it does challenge a lot of beliefs, and most people never want to give up the belief they've been following for so long, even though that is bringing them negative stuff. Just because they just kind of like massage it in a sense. They massage the negative to where it fits their life. But if you're unhappy where you're at, look around. Like if you don't like something, respond to that feeling. Don't just suppress it, because that's how you develop depression, you know?
Yeah.
So and so instead of wanting to feel depressed all the time, go fucking change it, you know?
Yeah.
It could be you hate your job, you know? So what are you doing in the process to not do that no more? Obviously, I'm not saying just quit it and fucking, you know? I mean,
Be
if
homeless.
you can, if you can quit it and go do something better, do it. But like, if you're not actively working, you know, God's not gonna reward you. Like, it's simple. It's you put some work into something and you start progressing. It could be in anything, but you just have to start something. You just have to do something. You have to progress. You gotta be a real human being. Be a real provide back to the world type shit. Like, do something with your life. Don't be fucking unproductive and do nothing, because that's not rewarding. Like, I mean, if you want to live like that, cool. But if you want to change that, you know, it's what you need to do.
Yeah.
It's anything, weightlifting. You want to get better at eating. You want to learn how to make more money. You got to be around these type of things. You can't just take advice from someone who doesn't have the items or anything, you know. So it's kind of back and forth type deal. You could cut the back and forth if you just have this, you know. So why not follow that?
No, I agree wholeheartedly, man. Because I posted a video on my YouTube one time talking about how I don't feel like working a 9 to 5 that I don't care about is benefiting me. And people in my comment section, because that video went crazy, it got like 40,000 views. They was like, "Oh, everybody's been working a 9 to 5. Just shut up and deal with it." And to me, I'm like, bro, that doesn't sit right with me. Just because you chose to accept some shit you don't like doesn't mean I have to do it.
That's that military shit, bro. They force the bullshit on you because they had to do that.
Yep.
That's the dumbest mindset I've ever heard. Why project more negativity into someone? I get it, you want to learn discipline through something, but that's not how you do it. Like, if people are rejecting it, just because you had to do it doesn't mean they want to do it. If they reject it, it's for a reason, you know? Life continues to grow. Obviously, you want it to be better, so instead of making that your fucking identity and being a dickhead and pressing that on, you should have just learned from it and said, you know what, why would I want this for other people? Long as people are still progressing, why does that matter, you know? If you're still doing your job and having a good time while doing it, why does it matter? You still produce the results regardless of the situation, you know? But they want to follow these stupid ass lines that don't make sense. That's not moral. Like, you're not having robots work for you, you're having human beings work for you. And if you want your situation to be fixed, no, they don't understand.
And my thing about it is, like, I'm not even knocking a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just feel, for me personally, the thing that I do that earns me the most money, aircraft mechanic. I'm not passionate about that. I don't care about that. I don't want to spend my entire life doing that shit, bro. I like to help people on the internet. That's why I have a YouTube. I like to, you know, coach people online with fitness and shit like that. So if
you're still giving back.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still providing value to the world. So eventually, I'm not gonna be working this aircraft maintenance shit forever, bro. And some people are like, "No, you think you're special." I'm like, "All right, bro.
What's wrong with that?
Shut that shit up, bro."
What's wrong with that? Don't you want your people around you to be successful? You know, but like, that's kind of.
It's like you're miserable in what you do, so you see me talking about I don't want to do that, and you're like, "Nah, he needs to be like me too."
There's just people like that. There's no matter what you do or what you say, people who are born like that are gonna be like that the rest of their lives, bro. Like, if you can't comprehend that being negative isn't a good thing, I don't know. I don't need to explain that more from you, bro. I'm okay. I mean, shit, I'm gonna keep going back to what I'm fucking doing, you know? I'm not tripping about that shit.
Yeah, it's just so sad to me too, bro. Because it's like, I think a lot more people really would genuinely like to do what they want to do, but it's just that they can't, so they hate to see other people doing that.
It's just guidance, bro. Most people, I mean, honestly, it's about how you've been raised and what type of people you surround yourself by. But like, I could say for the biggest thing, I mean, I wasn't around my parents my entire life, but when I did, I'm glad that I did because, I mean, it put me in a better position on life. Obviously, I still had to go out and do my own thing, you know, but it at least set me up enough to, when I took those losses, I learned how to double it and gain it back with interest. You know, like it's, from moving on now, obviously I know my rights, I know my wrongs. I'm not saying that I can't learn anymore. Obviously I can, but the only things I'm going to learn are from other people that have things that I don't currently have, or I'm trying to achieve what they have. So I like to find out how you do that, you know, because why not to always want to level your game up, not be comfortable. I mean, obviously there's nothing wrong with being comfortable, but for me at least, I'm going to learn how to scale until I can't scale no more, I guess.
Yeah. And you're right about, you know, just talking to people that want to, they're in the position that you want to be. Because I remember I took a trip down to Kansas one time, and this dude had this nice ass twin turbo Audi R8, and I was like, bro, I need to talk to the dude that owns that car. So I walked up in the business, and I was like, yo, who owns this car outside? Everybody looked at me crazy. I'm like, I need to talk to the dude that owns that car. Somebody walked over to me, they were like, hey, the dude that owns that car, he owns this business that you're over here yelling in, bro. And I said, well, let me talk to him. I'll even pay him for his time. And he came out and he was like, bro, I've never had anybody try to just get my attention like that. What you want to talk about, bro? Me and him sat there and talked for like 15, 20 minutes. He was talking about like his mindset that made him become a successful entrepreneur. He said he made like $5 million the last year. He gave me his phone number. He said, hey, bro, like your mindset is different. If you just want to talk about shit, like you want some wisdom from somebody that's older, hit my number, bro, and I got you. So
I think that's why it's important to surround yourself with people who won't have the same likely mindset. Because if you want to keep growing, you just got to be connected, I guess, into that environment or that community of people. Because that's, I mean, I don't say that's the only way. Obviously, you could do shit by yourself, but there's nothing wrong with learning more and learning from other people who've already learned your situation, you know?
Yeah. That's really what it is, bro. I think especially too, a lot of times it's easy for us to kind of just be like, I want to do what I want to do, but if you can get that advice from somebody that already has walked down that same path, it'll make it way easier for you, bro. Because a lot of people just kind of, they have to figure things out and struggle the hard way when really some of these old heads are willing to put you on game if you're just willing to sit there and listen, man.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. But I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people. I had to be hard-headed and get in trouble, and then after I learned some shit, it changed, you know? It's just people don't play with the cards they're dealt with. Obviously, some have a weaker card list, but it's just progressing. It's going back to doing something. Most people don't do anything. I mean, they go work their job. Not saying you can't become a manager of it, but if you are wanting more with your life, you kind of have to start working in that notation of doing that. You have to put yourself first because you want yourself to be better. Now, I'm not saying to be selfish and say fuck everyone or go off, but it's more like, if this area is not helping me, I need to move to an area that is, because that's what's going to help your life, you know?
So I have a small point of contention with what you said. I don't want to say I disagree completely, but I think to a certain extent you kind of do have to be a little bit selfish first just to, you know, figure out where you're trying to go. Like, for example, I was dealing with a chick one time, and like, every time I wanted to do what I wanted to do, it was, oh, I don't want you to hit the gym right now. I don't want this. And me personally, I'm like, yeah, that shit gotta go. Because, no, shawty, I have my goals. And I'm going to be selfish with my time to make sure I got to do what I got to do. Like, I can't let you throw my time off just because you want me to spend it with you. No.
So I agree. I definitely agree. You should, in a sense, put it first. The only thing that I meant by mine is like, not to be rude by it, it's just like, long as it doesn't knock you off your moral compass, in a sense. Like, if you're doing it and it's affecting others in a bad way, then it's like, hey, bro, there's that defined line of being a dickhead, you know, and doing your shit. But if you don't, I mean, obviously some people's feelings may get hurt. You go move off to college and your parents get sad, you know, type shit. But like, you're going to go do something, and if it's for your mental, I mean, the biggest thing is your mental sake. If you're like, you're all the way down here, you're ready to blow your fucking head off, bro, go do something else, bro. Like, it makes no sense. You're gonna realize that there's different environments that make you feel better, you know. You just have to work to get to it. And you gotta start doing your time somewhere, you know.
Yeah, just figure it out. I think my biggest thing that I've learned for myself personally, I don't know if it applies to you, but it's really just follow your gut, man. Like, whenever I have some kind of feeling that I'm supposed to be doing something or working on something, it's kind of like you said earlier, people like they just suppress what they want to do and end up getting depressed. Me, I refuse to do that. Like, if I feel like I'm supposed to be walking down a certain path, I'm like, fuck it, I'm going for it, bro. Like, I've always had a little voice in the back of my head that's like, yeah, maybe this isn't for you, bro. And sometimes I'll ignore that voice and then I get fucked over for ignoring the voice. So I've kind of learned within myself to just trust my gut and just do what I really want to do instead of just putting that shit off. So
No, I agree. That's like, if it's something you really, especially when you enjoy doing it too, and you want to get better at it, it's like, that's when you really need to push it. But I have the same kind of voice where like, I'll do some things, and naturally for me, I'm just not that good at, because I don't know, I wouldn't say I don't already have X amount of shit going on. I can always do more. Yes, that's always a thing. But it has to be able to fit into your life. I think most people too, they get in the habit of wanting to do everything. There's nothing wrong with doing everything, but then you gotta start playing your strengths at some point. You know what I mean? You can only work for so long, and then once you learn that wisdom and strength, that's when you start kind of playing your cards down and watching it kind of unfold through life. So yeah, I mean, honestly, in the beginning, I would say we did everything. We fucking
everything, bro.
We did everything.
Everything.
And then now we have our own, you know, specialties that we're good at. We bounce, especially with being friends, it bounces off each other and shit.
Yeah.
So it's always good. That doesn't impede. You know, if anything, we find enjoyment. We fucking, go to the gym, fucking chill, just do conversations like this, off camera,
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all I talk about. Really, with my friends, all we do is talk about life, everything.
Pretty much, bro. That's it, man.
Just talk about what's going on, goals, viewpoints, and then pushing each other to do more.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, that's what you should have with friends, not no fucking weird drama shit where your friend's dating your other friend or cheating.
Yeah, just goofy shit, bro. Yeah, I remember when we first got out the military, I ain't gonna lie, I was struggling for a bit, bro, because I had no money, right? So I'm pretty sure you can attest to this for the camera, bro. Like, when we first got out, I was trying everything to get some extra money. I was starting to resell sneakers. I was fixing sneakers. I was doing like different drop shipping shit, bro. I was just trying shit.
You gotta get back on the sneakers.
I'm telling you, I'm taking over the sneaker reselling game, man. If you need any shoes in Houston, I'm your man, bro. He can tell you, I used to be going crazy with this shit.
I got like 10 pairs from him. I got Laney Fox on. Laney Fox on.
I plugged it to him, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be the shoe plug in Houston, man. So tap in with me. But yeah, bro. Damn. Anything else you want to talk about? How long has the video been recorded, man? Like, cool, 30-something minutes?
45 minutes.
Damn, bro. Anything else you want to get off your head while we sitting here?
I don't know the fine line of what I can talk about.
To be honest, bro, you can talk about whatever you want to on YouTube as long as it's not like no kind of like hate speech or. But yeah, I don't really have nothing else.
I got nothing else.
For sure. It's time to wrap it up, man.
For sure.
We're gonna have more conversations like this in the future, man. This is my homeboy Slushy. Y'all gonna see him a lot on my channel, man. Don't forget, tap into my Instagram. It's gonna be down here in this bottom corner. And y'all have a good rest of your day, man.